Doug MPA back with another video. So this is going to be a continuation of my What Happened to Washington State series. I've done videos about homelessness in Olympia and Seattle before, but this one's out of Seattle. And I do these videos because I'm from Western Washington State. I spend a lot of time in all the cities up I-5. So, Kent, Bellevue, Seattle, Olympia, Tacoma. I grew up there, and it was a great place to grow up and to see the homeless situation now in Olympia, Seattle, all these cities. It really upsets me, man. It's really sad. So apparently in Seattle, there's a homeless encampment, and this lady who's in the encampment bought this big inflatable pool and just filled it full of water. And there's people splashing around in their large inflatable pool. So of course, the residents across the street and the people driving down the highway, they don't appreciate that too much because it's a homeless encampment and a pool is a luxury. Well, the news found this woman, interviewed her, so we're going to look at this news segment. But before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And guys, I said this on my other homelessness videos. I'm going to say it now. It is harder to be a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen than to be homeless the majority of the time. I'm sorry. People talk about, oh, being homeless is tough. It is for some, but you know what's really tough? Getting your butt up every day, going to a job, listening to your boss, paying your bills, paying taxes, driving the speed limit, feeding your kids. That's hard. Okay? And there's a large percentage of homeless people, they want to be homeless. Anyway, let's get into the story.
There's a heated discussion happening in Seattle's Highland Park neighborhood. Someone inflated and filled a swimming pool right in the middle of a homeless camp.
People who live nearby tell us they are frustrated by growing crime they see in that area, and they believe it's all tied to this camp. Fox 13's Nikki Torres went there today and found the woman the pool belongs to. So
let's go back a little bit. There it is, guys. Look at that pool with the balls in it, and yeah, people just split. Imagine people just split splashing around, having a great time. And you heard it. The residents are reporting a rise in crime in that neighborhood ever since this homeless encampment popped up. And they're going to put a pool there. The audacity.
Fox 13's Nikki Torres went there today and found the woman the pool belongs to.
Well, we met one woman who lives at this homeless encampment. She actually was the person who bought the pool. Her name is Monica. She told us that she knows that it is upsetting some people, especially with the pool being visible from the road. However, she says she is not planning on deflating the pool anytime soon.
It's your standard run-of-the-mill backyard pool. You blow it up, fill it with water, throw in your favorite toys, and enjoy the glistening image of a cold splash.
And I wonder how many meals that pool, the price of that pool could have bought. I was talking about, oh, feed the homeless and feed the homeless. Oh, yeah, buy them pools. And let me say one other thing about the homeless. Washington State, Oregon, California are throwing millions upon millions of dollars at the homeless situation. They have services available, but they're trying to get homeless people to come into these offices and utilize these services. Guys, you can have a certain amount of empathy and sympathy for the homeless, but there has to be a limit, especially in Washington, Oregon, and California, because services and resources are available.
Only this pool isn't in your backyard. It's in the middle of a homeless encampment along Myers Way South in the Highland Park neighborhood in Seattle.
It is. It's hot. It's what do you do when it's hot? Everybody deserves a pool.
You see what she said? Everybody deserves a pool. This is a homeless woman. Everybody deserves a pool.
Something small enough for us to enjoy, but big enough for us to fit in.
This is Monica. She's lived at this encampment for 6 months now. She tells us she thought that by getting a pool, she would be helping the community.
When I invested in the pool.
Invested in the pool. Where did she get her money from? Where did she get the money for this pool? Invested in the pool, guys.
it was an uplift for everybody.
She says she's even adding a fence around it for privacy, but it's taking some time.
We don't have the money. We don't have I've done all this by hand, hammer and nails. I have not one power tool that I have used on this project. So we do what we can and we make it happen.
Monica says it's unfortunate people on the outside don't view this pool the same way they do.
And they shouldn't. How much do you bet the people in these apartments over here have pool access to them? Probably not. And this is Seattle, so they're probably paying $3,000 a month to live there too. I'll bet.
As a luxury.
You've got the lifestyle that the homeless live. We really don't have a whole lot to look forward to. Society has pushed us to the side, and anytime we try to get our foot into something positive, it gives us a setback.
See, like I said earlier, guys, don't believe the hype, man. There are resources available, especially in Washington State. There's people need to seek them out.
No, we're homeless. I've read a lot of the stuff on the blog, and it's nothing cute.
Monica tells us she used to remodel homes. She says her old boss was caught frauding people. She lost her job, and now she's here.
I was in a 4-bedroom house, and that was one of the homes that I was working on and remodel. And things went bad with the job, and unfortunately put me out of a job and on the streets.
She says she isn't the only one who got a bad break and ended up with no place to go. And that's what she wishes more people would understand.
A lot of their reasoning for being out in the street is not something by choice.
But even if you end up in the streets, what are you going to do about it? You putting a pool there is saying you're perfectly fine with just staying there in that situation. What are you going to do about being homeless? And that pool is saying that you're going to do nothing about it. That's the problem.
Situations like myself, jobs during the COVID had put them out of jobs and ended up in the street and had nobody to turn to.
Now Monica's joined this community. What may be an eyesore to others is home.
There's a lot of things that I'm learning out here about living in the streets and about a lot of, the homeless ways. We learn every day from each other.
And one thing about that, Monica is joining the ranks of many single older women who come on hard times and end up homeless on the street. You're going to see a lot of these women out there, guys. Homeless women are the fastest growing group of homeless people in the United States.
And all you can do is hope for a better tomorrow.
This morning, the organization REACH was at the encampment to help out some of the folks who live there. We also saw Seattle parking enforcement helping out with an RV that was blocking one of the fire hydrants.
Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. I know it seems heartless. I know you're like, Doug and Pia, you have to understand. No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay? I'm going to say it one last time. Being a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen is tougher than being homeless the majority of the time. And a lot of homeless people, they would rather be homeless than do all the work that you and I and everyone else listening to this video with internet, a home, food to eat, a car. They'd rather be homeless than do the work we have to do day in and day out. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.